Momentum and 94.7 Highfeld Stereo present CCTV, the best way to get all psyched up for the race of your life.
Welcome to CCTV. With the Momentum 94.7 Cycle Challenge only 5 months away, it's time to make sure you're fit and ready for the challenge. Darren is challenging himself for the first time, and he decided to go around and ask the hard questions.
I won't lie. I do not know what I've gotten myself into. I do not know what I'm doing. I don't know when last I rode a bike. I think I was 16 and it had much fatter wheels than this. It's quite daunting, especially on the road. I need to maybe ask some questions and do a little bit of research on how I'm actually going to do this thing.
There's nothing wrong with it because, I'm busy.
Leggy,
Yeah, Daz.
have you ever done the cycle challenge?
The Argus, not the Momentum 94.7. I like hills.
When do you think I should actually start taking this seriously and actually training, Leggy?
Look, when I did the big cycle event in Cape Town, I swear no word of a lie, I trained for a year. 365 days. Monday through Sunday for a year. And I still, just finished the event. You got a few months.
6 months to go and I haven't even started.
Easy.
Okay, Leggy.
Good luck, Darren.
Benita Levine, news editor for 94.7. Maybe you can give me some leg shaving tips. Do you shave up or do you shave down? How does it work?
You've got to shave up. I can't believe you don't know this. Don't pretend you don't know this.
I've never shaved my legs.
Really?
Never.
Not only the legs, the arms, the chest, everything. You've got to shave everywhere.
Okay, and what's
Tip number one. Tip number one.
What is the scientific cycling reason for that? That's always been my question.
You weigh less.
So your advice to me is shave everywhere.
Shave everywhere. Well, most places, yes, most places.
Hey, it's like riding a bicycle there.
Exactly. Everyone's a joker in this place. It's like riding a bicycle. It's not like riding a bicycle. This is like advanced mathematics. Okay, so look, all the advice that I've received so far has just been a load of rubbish, people sucking it out the air. But I'm going to ask a credible lady, a lady who has the most experience in this entire building on how to ride on two wheels. Lise? I've got to go 90 Ks. How many Ks do you do on this thing a day, Bo?
Probably about 120.
120 Ks, okay. I need to do that in one day as well. Now, I don't know what I'm doing, Lise.
Tell you what, if you bring your bike, you can ride around with me around the building all day. While I wheel, you can ride with me.
I think I need to ask a professional.
Hi, I'm Andrew McLean and I'm involved with FitTrack. FitTrack is a wonderful training tool for people, not only cyclists, for all sportsmen, to get training programs and to monitor their progress. And FitTrack is luckily sponsored by Momentum, and that's the link and brings you to the Momentum 94.7 Cycle Challenge that we're very proud to be associated with. As a beginner, the sooner you start training, the better, because then the fitter you'll get. If you've done absolutely no training whatsoever, then you might start with just doing 20 minutes 3 times a week. The trick is consistency. The idea is not to do one training session of 3 hours or 4 hours and then take a whole week off to recover. So you've got to start with little bits, and that's why you need to have a look at FitTrack, because a good training program does that for you. It builds you up, it gives you rest periods, and it builds up a picture, a graphic of exactly how your fitness is improving. I'm not a dietitian, but in my experience, small meals often and everything in moderation. There's lots and lots of talk at the moment as to exactly how much carbs, how much protein, how much fat, what types of fat you should eat. If you really want to get into it, my advice is to go and see a proper dietitian who will give you all the advice you need. But if you eat everything as raw as possible, you drink lots of water, you have small meals often, and you get 8 hours sleep, you can't go wrong. The best training for cycling is cycling. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But if you're away on business and you can't take your bike with it, then you've got to look at some other alternatives. Swimming is one, although at this time of the year I'm not so sure anybody should be swimming. Running is great because all you need to do is take a pair of tackies with you, and running is also very time efficient, so a little 20-minute or half an hour run can actually be quite good cardiovascularly, and obviously it also works on your legs. Going to gym, doing circuit training is good as well, but if you have to make a choice between riding your bike and doing any other form of exercise, if you're preparing for the Momentum 94.7 Cycle Challenge, try and get on your bike. What I really enjoy about training is actually just riding my bicycle. A bicycle is a wonderful mode of transport. It's not heavy on the body like running, so you don't pick up impact injuries, and you also see a lot more scenery. So a ride of an hour or two is quite doable for anybody, and in 2 hours you can do, depending how fit you are, anything from 20 to 60 kilometers, and so you get to see a lot of the countryside. You also freewheel downhill, which makes it a lot easier. To get hold of FitTrack, the easiest way is just to go onto the internet, www.fittrack.co.za, and you can access it off a laptop, iPad, or even your smartphone.
Remember, it's never too late to start, so make sure you get to cyclechallenge.co.za now to enter.